Look at all these beautiful black people in here ready to change the world. Y'all the leaders of the world. This is where it happens. This is what we call real culture. That shit they put on TV ain't culture. That shit they put in the music ain't culture. This is culture. We built an entire culture of resilience, self-reliance, and revolution. Economic independence, spiritual awakening. We taught our people how to create global impact, how to fight for all of the oppressed peoples around the world, how to advocate and teach health science to people all across the planet, how to tap into the metaphysics of the cosmos, how to build industries and be industrious like Marcus Garvey in the 1920s. That's our culture, but they trick us. They control the movies and the music, and they show you a nigga. And then they show you a slut or a hoe and a pimp and a criminal and a gangster and a killer. And they say that's culture. And our brains and our minds and our wombs are so powerful, whatever we absorb, we influence the entire world with. But that ain't our culture. At least it's not a good culture. It's not a culture like Dr. Sebi, when he was teaching people how to eat alkaline. It's not a culture like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, who raised up Malcolm X and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. It's not a culture like Martin Luther King, when he was out there fighting so he can strategically create change as a political action strategist. It's not a culture like Noble Drew Ali, who was teaching black people who their real heritage was. That's not the culture that it represents, but every single decade on this planet, since we've been out here in America, we've been the most revolutionary, industrious people on this planet, and nobody can hold a bar to us. So why is not represented? Why when we go look at the Olympics and we see these magnificent, brilliant, melanated specimens out there running and breaking records, that's not our culture. But they say hip hop is the culture. Hip hop just an entertainment aspect of the culture. What we really do is we change the universe. What we really do is we influence because our spirit and our mind is brilliant, and we conduct so much energy that the rest of the world revolves around it. I ain't here to lie to you today. I ain't here to make it sound fly. I'm here to tell you how it is. As black men, we gotta stop being afraid of speaking truth. Donald Trump ain't gonna make you wealthy, you gonna make you wealthy. Kamala ain't gonna save you, you gonna save you. And until you get that in your spirit, you gonna always need them. They supposed to need you. I need you to know what time it is. I need you to know your power. I need us to stop being the biggest consumers, but produce what we consume. By 2030, we're gonna spend $70 billion on luxury goods and apparel. But do we produce the manufacturing and the cotton in which it comes from? Or all we doing is sowing generational wealth into other families because of our insecurities? 70% of the black dollar goes to luxury goods and apparel. And all we do is influence what other people buy and consume it ourselves. The time is over for that. The time for us is to dress in ourselves, and when we dress like slaves, we're wearing brands of other people, building up their generational wealth, talking about black power. Do a damn lie, ain't nothing powerful about that. We gotta get our health right, because you can't be a man if you ain't working out and exercising. You can't do 20 push-ups, or you think because you got a new Tesla truck that means something, you got an AP on your wrist that means something, when somebody slap you in your face, you can't protect yourself. Fat boy. I'm calling it out today. We understood that the Jezebel spirit that they tried to showcase the black woman is so they can do anything they wanted to her and say she wanted it. But then we pimp ourselves out with that same image and celebrate it. Is that culture? Every single one of your family and friends should have showed up today. But they didn't, because they're not the chosen ones. You was chosen to be here in this time, in this space, in this place. Because it's your time. It's our time. It is a time where political reliance is going to a low. This is the RNC and the DNC. If it represents black people, it's here. And when you walk outside, the way you make yourself and the way we shape a new future is by putting a depth of knowledge and courage and virtues and values in you so that the next generation becomes a reflection of what you became. So it's past ambitions. We have to start to aspire to become more. What do we want to become? Where do we want to go? Today, we about to get rid of that ignorant, low-level conversation. And we about to have us a what? We about to have us a what? So I got some special guys in the building. They don't operate in the corporate meritocracy. They don't operate within the government. They don't operate in the systems. They're not afraid to dress how they want, talk how they want, speak how they want, and they still make millions. Isn't that freedom? I said, this is taking back our rulership. Are y'all ready for the gods to come out? Well, the first brother I want to bring up, I believe I'm very familiar with him. He goes by the name of Billy Carson. Can y'all stand on y'all feet and make some noise for the cosmic God as he comes out here? I want y'all to shake the energy up.